Welcome to Silver Dollar City for the first day of Spangled Summer. You can see behind me it is a busy day, lots of people coming in, but we're going to try and give you a good preview and show you everything here. So it is the first day of Silver Dollar City's Summer Festival, the Spangled Summer. And you can see, busy day. We're going to try and catch as many of the shows as we can, try and give you a little bit of preview of what to expect this summer, because there's a lot. They got a big, huge new Swashbuckling adventure show at the Opera House. Kids Magicians, there's another guy who does unicycle and juggling. Southern Rays is here, the Cloggers, of course, and a bunch of other things. So hopefully we'll give you a good look at everything the park has to offer this summer and all that there is to do. Definitely be sure to catch the show schedule. You can see the storyteller down there on the Homestead porch. This is also where the Homestead Pickers will meet. We're going to skip them for now. Might try to catch them later, but we got other shows to see. But they're definitely a must-see if you've never seen the Homestead Pickers. And sometimes it's just a matter of getting out of that crowd coming in. It was almost like a single-file parade. But we're going to head down the hill. First show today is going to be the Reuben's Swashbuckling Adventure. I wonder if it's going to have any callbacks to Rube Dugan, who used to be on the diving bell back before the Lost River came in and took his place. We're going to go down and check out this new show. Supposedly $1 million invested in this thing, and hopefully it'll be fun. So Reuben's Swashbuckling Adventure is here at the Opera House, and we'll come and check it out. And a story about a young boy who's dreaming of going off on great adventures. So that is apparently what we're looking forward to. You can see they've actually got some souvenirs and gifts set up right outside the Opera House exit there. We're probably about 45 minutes before showtime, on a busy Saturday, and you can see a little bit of a line already, but that's okay. Hopefully we can get a decent seat and give you a decent view of it. So here's a look at the stage. Looks a little bit, as my wife puts it, like the 100-acre wood. And all the attendants are dressed up as pirates. Arr. Let's not even talk like a pirate day. Still, maybe this show should be a decent fun. At least as long as they buckle up their straps. You can see them doing publicity and PR. Yes, even parks use phones now for their cameras because the phones do such a good job.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and yeah, there we go. Thank you so much. Great show. Great show. Very much.
So a fun show, some good musical numbers. You get to encounter pirates and gypsies and monks and several other things, and a unexpected brother of a familiar magician. But really a fun show. I enjoyed it. My wife isn't into musicals, so she's kind of like, eh. But I can see that one lasting for a little while. Of course, it's very, very first performance, so a couple little rough edges, but that's to be expected. But I was actually very impressed with it overall. So looking forward to seeing that in years to come. The dancers are back this year as well, although they've moved them down to one of the theaters. They've also brought in a lot more modern dance than what they've done in the past. But don't worry, they are still definitely clogging as well. Clean comedian, magician, and juggler Greg Bennick is performing over at the Riverfront Playhouse.
I decided to use my brain to come up with the best juggling tricks I could for today's show. When I say use my brain, folks, I mean I really used my brain to come up with the best tricks I could. I wanted to be sure to do the best tricks possible, so I decided on this one right here, which I think is pretty cool. And I decided on this one right here. Wow, look over there, everybody. And I even decided on this one, which is both difficult and weird. And put Trish on the rollabola with the juggling clubs. Not bad, not bad. Let's try behind the back. Whoa. Let's try under the leg. Yeah, right. Anyway.
And the Sons of the Silver Dollar are performing again this year with a slightly new lineup, but some of the old favorites.
Oh, a swordfish, that sucker had been stringing her along. I'd have showed her a whale of a time. I would have, Rich. You know if she'd have come back, she'd have just fed you that same old line. What's that? Not tonight. I have a haddock. Did you say haddock? Well, that's what I shad. Good. I kept thinking I was losing my herring. I think I smelled something.
Oh, boys, we better quit see horsing around here before these poor folks go into a state of shark. Shark.
Too late.
Careful there, yourself. All right, if we get through this song, it'll be a macaron.
Hey, Rich, do you think she still keeps a picture of you in her perch? I got a picture of my angelfish and my walleye. Really? That barracuda? How come?
For the hell of it. Oh, I lobster, but never flounder. You wrapped his ladder up and they took off in his cart. Oh, I lobster, but never flounder. I octopus is facing, he'll only break her heart. I octopus is facing, he'll only break her heart.
The fish song.
And you see all the different toys and activities, play, slime, and all sorts of other stuff here in the barn, play foam, things for all the kids to play with. So if you want to come in and get some fun activities for the kids this summer, well, they've got all sorts of stuff right in there. Magicians Caden and Brooklyn Rockett are also performing up at the Red Gold. You may have seen them on America's Got Talent or even performing all around the world. They put on a great show. No video or photos allowed, so thanks to Silver Dollar City for providing this. You can also meet them right after the show if you'd like, and of course, buy some of their stuff. So just got done seeing Caden and Brooklyn Rockett with their magic act. They were on America's Got Talent, have been around. A neat little show. Amazing talent for such young kids. So they're kids. They had a couple little moments, but that's to be expected. But overall, they did a really good job. Fun show. So definitely enjoyed that. We're hungry. Go get some food. Need a little bit of nourishment for the soul. We did also see the one other act too, who was a juggler mostly, along with some other things. He was a lot of fun too. Very entertaining. So some great shows. I'm really enjoying. Which actually it's one of the best parts of Silver Dollar City Summer is coming to see all the shows, and they're definitely living up to it. Food. We want food.
Well, it's that simple.
We're going for the hamburgers, Show Bosses. You can see Margaret's has no bun on it. They actually ham form and grill these things here, and this is the only place to get those kinds of fries. So, go grub down. We're sitting here talking about Caden and Brooklyn Rockett and the magic show. And they're like, I think he's 11 or 12, and she's 2 years younger than him. Did a really good show. One thing that we noticed that there was a real issue with was, at least for our show, they had a little bit of a hard crowd. There was one point where they were asking people in the crowd to give them things, and nobody's offering anything.
Staring.
Yeah, they're just staring at him. The guy across the aisle from me, Caden asked him twice, can I get your sock? Yes, I really want your sock. Went off, grabbed some other things, and the guy just sat there.
And he's like,
came back, no, I really do want your sock. Can I get your sock? Guy still just sat there. And I was just like, my goodness, here is this kid who's busting his rump harder than you probably have.
working hard,
Yeah,
really hard.
Give the kid a break.
Yeah.
That was probably my biggest thing. The kids really put on a good show.
Right.
Especially when you consider their age. These two kids outdid several of the adult magicians I have seen.
And honestly, when the woman was handed a sandwich and told to hold the sandwich, she passes it to her neighbor, and her neighbor passes it back. At one point, they dropped it on the ground. I was afraid they were going to mess up whatever magic was involved in it. And later on, they collected from the sandwich something that had been hidden. And I just thought that the respect value was very low. We tell our kids we want them to achieve and to work hard to achieve their dreams. And yet, it seemed like with adults, they were like, yeah, I don't think you can do it. Show me that you can do it.
Yeah, as a parent, if that had been my kids up there, I would have wanted to smack around some of those adults in the audience.
Just be a little more supportive.
So
more fun.
If you do go, cheer the kids on, give them encouragement, give them support. When they want you to respond. I mean, there were a couple things. Maybe they could have used an MC. There were a couple times when the kids appeared behind the audience or on the side, and you didn't know they were there. In fact, he came down at one point high-fiving, but he came from behind. We didn't know he was behind us. But still, give them encouragement, because, like I said, they actually put on a pretty
And
good
sometimes
show.
they would do something really cool that was for them very cool. And they would get some clapping, maybe one hoot on my left. And I was like, seriously? I'm not an emotional person, but I think I was clapping harder than most.
Yeah.
And George knows I'm not an emotional person.
Yeah, so-
yeah.
That was my only issue with them. It wasn't the kids at all. It was the audience.
That was a hard crowd.
I hope they get better audiences than what we had.
Yes.
Anyways, I'm going to finish my lunch because I'm still hungry. And then we caught the Homestead Pickers down at the Pickin' Shed for their last show of the day. The Pickin' Shed is actually down behind the homestead, and it's typically where they have the last couple shows. The neat thing about the last show is it's also the one where they allow the guests to come in and join them, and to play, and to sing, and to be part of the group for a show. So that gives you a good look at everything going on here for the Star Spangled Summer at Silver Dollar City. There are some other shows as well too. You still have the Saloon Show. If you listen close, you can probably hear Southern Rays playing in the background. Great bluegrass group. We're getting ready to head out. Been a good day. Had a lot of fun. So it's going to be a great summer though. So come check it out and see it. Thanks so much for joining us for the day, and have an awesome weekend.